Shalom, it's Rabbi Jeffrey Arnowitz here from Westchester Jewish Center in Mamaroneck. So grateful for the last 2 days. It's been a whirlwind of speaking with government officials, thought leaders, journalists, so many people. The situation on the ground is changing every moment. And all I can be reminded of as I think about this week's Torah portion, Vayakel Pekudei, is that verb Vayakel, which means to bring together. It's referring to Moshe's gathering the people to give them the instructions about the tabernacle after the sin of the golden calf. We're going to bring this house where we'll feel God among us. And that's Israel at its best. We gather the people together and feel God among us. There's another reference to that verb. This year is a year of hakel, of gathering together into a congregation. It's the year after a sabbatical year, the 8th year, or the first year in every 7-year cycle. We're commanded in Deuteronomy, Moses would gather the people together, and the whole Torah would be read to them on Sukkot of the year after the Shemitah year. It must have been a magnificent thing. Everybody coming together to review the laws after a year of sharing and connecting over the land and over the law. And it seems so foreign right now, this idea of connecting, of bringing together, coming together in kihila, in congregation, feeling God's presence, feels foreign at this moment. It's really hard to sense that. And it's scary. The Talmud teaches us that the destruction of both the first temple and the second temple, both of them took place in a year of hakel, a year after the sabbatical year, that the people just couldn't come together, that the sinat chinam, the senseless hatred, the inability to listen one to the other, was just not there. They didn't observe the sabbatical year. They didn't come together. They didn't feel God's presence, and the law drove them apart instead of bringing them together in a year of hakel. This year is a year of hakel. Last year was the Shemitah year. And I think it's a warning to take what's happening here very seriously, to understand that we need to, the command is to come together, to find common ground. Things are changing too quickly on the ground as we're here to know if that yet is going to happen or it's not. And so all I can say is I appreciate having the perspective. I'm so grateful to UJA Federation for bringing us here, and we'll be praying for true hakel, for true vayakel, for true kihila, for true coming together around the law, to once again be one people here, to have that sense of being one people here and around the world, coming together around Torah, coming together around law, and not allowing the law to divide us.